this time, Home Spec Inspections, getting doing inspection this afternoon. 22294 Anasazi Way here, getting started pretty early here, just trying to beat the rain, and we're okay with it. We okayed it with the seller here. So anyway, this is an ASHI inspection. ASHI is the American Society of Home Inspectors. Copy of ASHI Standards of Practice is given with the home inspection contract and is the contract. Basically, inspection is similar to an electrician, a plumber, a furnace guy, and a structural engineer all in one. Find issues with those 4 different systems or trades. Then we have the electrician, the plumber, the furnace guy, the window guy, whoever it may be in that specialty area to come out to further investigate. The reason for that is not whether there's a problem or not. There's a problem, but how to fix it. And the methods, the materials, the costs, and the opinions of how to fix the stuff is up for grabs. That's contractor stuff. So hopefully, usually we don't have to call those guys out, because usually you don't have the major issues. We're probably going to find lots of nickels and dimes, just better ways to maintain the house, and then we'll go from there. Okay, this roof is inaccessible. We don't get up on these kind of roofs. Okay, we're not allowed to via the seller. Okay, and you really don't want to climb these. These are metal roofs, and they crush them when you walk on them. Anywho, so that means a lot of them, some of the roof we're not going to be able to see. Okay. Okay, so these are the metal roofs. Again, they put this like a little coating on here. The only thing I've seen with these things, sometimes a little coating come off. Got some popping nails here. That should be caulked too. So, as far as a warranty on these, yeah, see, somebody's walked on these and crushed those right there. Wasn't me, guys. See them right up through there. Yeah. So, yeah, these have been crushed down. So who knows what kind of warranties left once you do that. So anyway, transferable warranties. They use a lot of times the shingle manufacturers make you, not you, but the original owners transfer the warranty with paperwork. So you might want to check that out. It's just to make you feel good thing. It's, they're just going to say it's improperly installed anyway. That's what they usually do. Cows, you want to get somebody to clean all your gutters out. I don't recommend you doing this. Okay, there's no sense in falling off a ladder to do this. Okay, get somebody up here that's professional to do this. Clean them out though. If they leak to the grade, they can cause structural damage to your house. Okay, you got a little bit of a crack there in your window corner there. I'm not real worried about it. What we do is just kind of see if there's any cracking down here and kind of just call it good. You can tuck point that if you want. Okay, flashing needs to be, you have to cut the brick and stick the flashing in there. It kind of appears that they did, and I don't know, it's hard to, it's staying up here. You can have a roofer look at this, see where somebody stepped right here. And then you stepped in here, pushed the cup, shake down the metal down, and you got a gap right there. You get driving rain up in there, so that's going all the way up there, whoever the guy was. Now roofers really know how to walk on these. Yeah, so anyway, real close you can see the fascia drip reveal. You see that dripping up there? They probably didn't put a drip edge flashing, which goes underneath the shakes or underneath the shingles into the gutter, or they're plugged up, or both. Yeah, if you get a contractor to get out there without wrecking your roof, you need to do some maintenance on your trim up there. It's probably never been done. Paint, caulk, some of that might have to be replaced. And then the top of that needs to have a proper flashing over the edge. It doesn't look like it is. So you need, that needs some help up there. Okay, all these little holes in the siding, these are flicker holes. They're woodpeckers up here. There's real no way of getting rid of them. You can't shoot them. They're protected, I think. The Division of Wildlife has a little birdhouse that they make. They can show you how to build, and it's supposed to attract the male, and it keeps all the other ones away. And I don't know how much of that is hoopla and how much of that's for real. Gutters are major plugged up too. That means the water's dripping right here to grade and can cause issues like you got down here dripping down here. I'm sure this is dripping. See what it did to the siding. And then actually you can crack your foundation wall too. Don't really need that sprinkler head that close to the house, and I don't even know if you really need that water up here. I don't think I would waste the money on it. It's a pretty elaborate whirlpool system or hot tub. Don't do this. This is like for a pool. This is a whole nother $300 or $400 inspection. Come out there, test the water flows, the quality of the water, the pumps and all that, the heat and all that. I guess it's electric, but no, don't do that. So you can get in fact, you have to have a license to do that. So you can get a jet tub guy or hot tub guy out here if you're wishing to check it out. I couldn't turn this faucet on, and I'm not going to press it to break it, but I couldn't turn it on. You should just be able to turn it on with a hand twist, not a wrench. Did pretty good with the deck. They did remove the siding, and they got flashing up here, but they only nailed that sucker in there. That's a ledger board. I don't like the way they did that. I would have preferred to have lag bolts. You can still put lag bolts in there, but you don't know where they're going. They need to go into a structural member of the house. That joist there and that joist there don't even have the what they call metal joist hangers there. They make them for those angles. You probably have a contract. Look at this deck. I think you need some joist hangers in here. And then this is just nailed in here too. So in other words, you got this whole deck just held in there by a couple of nails, by the joist hanger nails instead of lag bolted in the. Yeah, I don't know what's holding this thing up. They probably should have ran a sister two joist hangers up here. Two rafters, two joists. That's only one. See what's kind of pulling away there. So yeah, pulling away. So decks are very rarely done really optimally right. This is not uncommon, but it doesn't make it right. You see how they got these pretty close to center, and then they didn't put a joist in there, kind of long span framing or missing joists there. No joist hangers. So the only thing holding that up there is it's just toe-nailed in there, and that's not, you need to do something else besides that. And you need a contractor to take a peek at this deck. It's not quadrillions of dollars. I'd probably beef it up a little bit. Retaining walls, if they're over 4 foot high, they have to be what they call engineered, and I don't know if this is engineered or not. Tie backs in here are dead men teeth back so the wall doesn't come. I don't see any issues with it, so it's been here, I guess, since 1990. I don't know if they did this themselves. If they did this 3 or 4 years ago, then it could be an issue, but if this has been here a while, then no harm, no foul. We don't know. It looks perfect right now. I don't like the fact they didn't put gutters up there. It does a multitude of sins here. First of all, it rots out your fascia board there. Constantly drips on the lower shingles, splashes on your wood, causes water damage, and then overflows the lower gutters. So I'd probably extend the gutters all the way across, and you definitely need to clean these suckers out. Yeah, I don't know what kind of wood this is. Doesn't look like anything but just kind of an exterior grade pine, I guess. So I'm guessing if you don't take care of it, if it's cedar, then it pretty much lasts a long time. But you need to probably paint this entire house. First of all, I'd find out what kind of. It might be cedar. If it's cedar, then you just need to paint it for cosmetic reasons mostly. You get some delayed deferred maintenance. You need to scrape, prime, and paint. Some more flickers. At least they got insulation behind here. That's flickers there, little woodpecker dudes. They're really not looking for bugs or insects. They're looking to attract a mate. It's paint. That's what the Division of Wildlife claims anyway. I don't know how they know. I don't see any soffit vents in here either. I guess, I don't know, to vent the attic. Makes you have a hot house and keeps all that humidity up in the attic. Up here in the hills, I don't think it gets very hot up here, and it's not going to affect your metal roof. But they don't have any soffit vents. The area up there doesn't look like very well flashed. See it kind of rotting out there. There should have been a gap there and properly flashed. The flashing should go up underneath the siding. You see what happens when it doesn't do it right? And I don't like that downspout right there. It's going to overflow the lower gutter. I don't know rhyme or reason why they don't have gutters there. You do have snow issues up here. Snow builds up and just pulls the gutters off. A lot of these houses, they don't even put gutters on them. You just let everything drip to grade, keep a real positive drainage here. You got to continue to caulk the house every other couple of years. Probably paint this every 7 years or so. Somebody bent your garage door pretty bad. I don't even know if we can get this open. You have to check the disclosure statements on this little garage door here. What's happening here is you're getting ice and snow. And it's kind of tearing up your concrete slab here. Looks like it's ponding right here because the water can't get out. So what you need to do, see where it's ponding, you dig this, make it a swale, just dig this out. Get the water out of Dodge here. I don't know how much of the HOA is going to bust you for not having green grass, but I don't think you really need to water up here. Looks pretty good, except the guy that walked on here. It's another look at your roof here. I don't see any major issues here. You got major dirty gutters though. Oh. Heads up so you don't waste any money. Somebody tried to do an amateur pour right there. You have to take all this stuff out of here and re-pour it if you want it to look nice and pretty. Looks like this is all bad. No, I think what they tried to do is put a skim coat. They don't work. Yeah, maybe. I don't know what they did. Anyway, it doesn't have anything to do with the house. Could be a curb appeal issue when you go to sell it, and it's not going to go away, it's going to get worse. You could put pavers in here. I could just bust this up and replace it with those little pavers, make it look really cool. Yeah, complex roof design. You see the bottleneck they created there, full of leaves and debris and all that water going into one little area, expecting to drain, and like you're not going to have ice dam in there. Now, ice damming could back up underneath these, I'm thinking. In other words, you get a big chunk of ice there, and the snow melts, and it backs up underneath your metal roof shingles. You need to maintain a 10% grade 5 feet away from the house. You need to keep this water away from the house. You don't need these sprinklers here. There's nothing to water. I would probably just take this sprinkler out of here. Next to the house is creating a divot. Looks like they stuck some wood in the mud here. I want to just caulk this edge here. Don't caulk here. Let's see if we can get an eye. Camera to work. You don't want to caulk here. You want to caulk here. Keep that driving rain from going behind the brick here. I'll duck down here. I don't like this area here. I don't know what's going on down there. Why would you put screening in there anyway? You need to swale this down to get this water away from here. Probably put metal flashing up there. Dig it all the way down, see how far it goes. We'll see if we can see any water in there, but that's not a good idea there. Hey, you need to tighten up these handrails, especially with kids. That ain't gonna work. No way, Jose. No. So I don't know who did this deck, but this one's not too bad. I don't like the cross members here that you can hang on. I don't like this big gap underneath here. Yeah, I don't think this is done. Not any permits where I come from. Yeah, you can push these handrails right off here. So. And to do flashing, it needs to go up underneath the side. You just can't stick it up there like that and hope it doesn't leak. The water's going to go right behind that metal strip. Well, bent up garage door closes anyway. I don't like these side kind of springs. They're kind of dangerous. And especially, it reversed on itself here. Doesn't have a safety wire inside that. Those things can break and pick your eyes out. They don't have a safety wire inside that spring. Under it in the garage here, you probably need to foam that up a little bit. I'm about running wires there, but yeah, just keep the, yeah, you can. I'd insulate that anyway. They don't have reversing sensors here. You're probably going to have to change this thing out.
Either door.
Unless they hit the eyeballs up here somewhere. But yeah, you're going to have to do it on here. This one does reverse. Or does it? No, it doesn't either. No reversing eyes on either one of them. Pretty dangerous. You're probably going to have to change out the lift masters. I don't think you can retrofit them. Your breaker box here, I don't see any issues. Looks pretty good. You got about 200 amps coming in. Now we don't know if this is 70 amps going. What's it going for? Hope we might be going to a sub panel, so we'll have to look for that. Other than that, this is fine. I don't see any issues. Okay, you need to put a overflow fan for your washer here with a drain. If this overflows, it's going to ruin your floor here. That's what you do when you have them up like this. You wash your dryers out, the stainless steel mesh hoses. These rubber ones fail right there. And you have to maintain these windows. The trim's coming off there, paint, seal, and caulk. These sunscreen stuff, this vinyl stuff on the windows here, and that will void the warranty on the windows if they ever get a broken vapor seal. Builds up too much heat in there. It's kind of amateurisly done too. You got, this is stubbed out. This is not an active fireplace here, but it gets stubbed out for gas if you want to use gas.
Get binders.
Yeah. Well, I got a binder, but it's anyway, we check all your gas appliances for carbon monoxide. Since you're not here, I'll just show you all the fun stuff we've been doing for the last 3 or 4 hours. These wood windows, see the trim board out there, they don't do too good on the south slope here. You can hear the water running down here and all the expanding, contracting. Unusual sound. You see this looking through a window on your shingles here. You see sometimes you lose your the granules come on, see? I don't think that's more than cosmetic, but I don't really know. It's coming off pretty bad over there, see? Okay, up in part of the attic, a lot of it's vaulted, but this area here, as far as water stains and everything, I think we're good. But the insulation is pretty wimpy for up here in Antarctica up here. Plus, you're not supposed to install blowing in insulation over a vaulted ceiling like this. You need to put bats on there like that and then kind of blow over, because this thing's dust just falls off usually. I'm thinking, I don't know how they got by with it, but they did. Looks like it's staying on there pretty good, but there's no looks like they have storage up here, I guess. I'll use my super duper flashlight, my telephoto lens to kind of look up here and see what's going on. I don't really see anything. Except that. That ain't good. That's rot, deterioration, and leak. I'm going to take a look at it again. Yeah. That's some water tint. See, like I say, that's that flashing. This thing would focus. We're all steamed up in the shower. It works right now anyway, so. We just can't leave the roof alone. So they step, see the little seam showing there? I don't know if those are going to leak with the driving rain or not. I know that's not. They stepped on the, that's what made that little divot there. So you're driving rain, and they're supposed to do that. You got a water pipe in the garage, and I don't have a clue how you're going to keep this from freezing. So this is not a water line. This is a condensate overflow pipe for your steamer, I believe. You just need to change these every 7 years or 5 years. Pushing that little button doesn't test anything except power. Look, you got a fan assist on your ductwork. Somebody put in, and it's not a junction box. Kind of amateur wiring there. So you want to have a permit? I'd have a furnace guy look at this. Okay. Gas heater here, have outside combustion air to it maybe. And make sure all the clearances, and you should have a permit on this. This thing starts a fire, burns your house down. Guess what the insurance companies do? So I don't think they pulled a permit for the basement here. These walls are not floated. Okay. Like these water softeners, they put a bunch of sodium in the water here, so I don't like them. You can use it if you want. If you want to fix it, you just attach those two pipes and it's done. Years and years of condensate in the pipe here. Oh, baby, just like Hollywood. See that shit falling out of there? Yeah. So, yeah. You want to have an HVAC pro come out here, clean, service, and certify this furnace. It really probably need a new one. I think it's original. I like these. I would probably take this whole house humidifier to see where it's been leaking out. Nobody ever cleans them. You're supposed to take them apart and clean them every 6 months or 3 months or something. They leak too. All the air leaks out of them. Your ducts are taped up with duct tape. Or not duct tape. They have this goo stuff they use now. Kind of a noisy, that's called an induction draft motor. So you're leaking carbon monoxide. I kind of figured that from your, this is that area back in there. You can see where my probe is. How it's all rusted out. That's a dead giveaway that you have flame roll out. Carbon monoxide leaking in your house up to 30 and it's still going. So that's an issue. Like you got a tad, a little bit of leaking CO2 out of the top of this unit here too, right there. You can see all this rough and rusted out flue pipe. What's it up to? Staying at 2. That's, like I say, now that's easy to fix. You just need to seal it right. There's no air coming out of these 3 vents here, hardly any at all. Any heat air. There's no air coming out of these. The furnace is short cycling too. That could mean that you got a dirty furnace filter in here wherever it is. The furnace just shut off again. It's short cycling. And that's not the thermostat that reaches the temperature. It's short cycling. It's either a milliamp adjustment or restricted airflow somehow. But that was a new filter in here. And then we know we got major draft issues. It's not, air's not flowing where it's supposed to go. A lot of the ducts don't have any air at all through them. I think the reason the furnace is shutting down is you have not enough cold air return coming into your furnace, and it's getting way too hot, man. It shouldn't burn your hand. I would get a blister if I left it on there. That's pretty much the conclusion of the inspection here on Anasazi Way. That's it.